RWP is brought to you by Porch Beer Entertainment.
But no, you and I haven't seen each other in a while, man. I released, last week, I released a quick snippet to let people know about Bad Book Club.
Yeah, I listened to it. It wasn't that good.
Appreciate that.
I actually didn't listen to it. What
yeah,
was
I'm
it?
Sure you didn't. Oh, that's good, because I talked about you.
Oh, did you?
I will mention, Salty Dalton and I discovered something when it comes to Bad Book Club, that this book is actually only like 60 pages. So we will be splitting the book into maybe 2 episodes. It is a series. So we'll post some more stuff on social media. Be sure to follow us, the Random Word Podcast, on social media, or RWP Bad Book Club also on there. But how was the Florida trip? How was the Disney trip? It was for a marathon that you did not participate in.
No, I watched. And it costs money to breathe down there, and it's really packed.
It costs money to... Oh, yeah.
It's a joke, because everything's like up in price.
No,
it costs money
I thought
to
you
breathe.
were serious.
I just didn't think I'd have to explain a punchline to you.
So
but apparently we're out of sync a little bit.
No,
it's whatever, man.
I had a jaw cramp last night while I was sleeping, so it still like hurts. Like it's like a throat cramp.
Did you get lockjaw?
Like right here? No, I get them every now and then. I'll get like a throat cramp while and I got it last night while I was sleeping.
Did you wake up to it?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you slept through it, and then in the morning you were like,
No, I woke up to it. Can you imagine waking up to that? Because it's literally it's like a muscle thing, so it like tenses up right here, and I don't know what it's from. I mean, I did eat a lot, but like I didn't. It's not like I was eating like gigantic things.
But you probably just talked too much.
That's probably true. Good thing we're doing a podcast. But so Florida was crowded. What was the weather? Hot?
No, it was actually really great. The actual race day was so hot they had to change the course before it ended. They cut a mile off.
Really?
Oh,
so it wasn't a full marathon?
No, for everyone that finished before the weather thing, yeah, it was a full marathon. But they altered the course to like make it more direct and shade, and I feel like they cut a mile off.
Really?
Which is really weird. But it was like 90 degrees and about as humid as you could possibly imagine.
So it was like wet air. Like when you're in Florida, when it's humid. Oh my god.
But Ashley and Brittany did really well. It was Ashley's first marathon. She crushed it.
Congrats.
But
that deserves some applause.
I wrote down a couple. I was like, I didn't hear the applause.
Deserves some applause. Suddenly, like cool. People come sprinting in. No, that's awesome.
I wrote down some stuff that happened. So we get to the airport, and there's this giant Disney bus that picks you up from the airport.
Sure.
And they'll shuttle you to the different resorts and stuff. They have this television playing, and it's running like trivia and stuff about Disney, and then
some fun facts.
And then it played this welcome video, and like Mickey and everyone are like, all of a sudden it flashes in like big screens, and Mickey's like, "I bet you're wondering what happened to your luggage," because like we didn't bring the luggage on board because the plane, if you check your luggage, it'll end up at the resort.
Oh,
but like Mickey was just like, "I bet you guys are all wondering what happened to your luggage.
What happened to all your stuff?" Guess what? We threw it out.
And then it was like, you're probably wondering where it is. And I was just like, yeah, what if it was just like, it's completely gone because you didn't grab it. It was at the baggage claim.
You didn't get the memo?
It's been fed to Mickey in order to make him strong.
You should have received the Disney text if you download the Disney app.
Yeah. It was wild. Like, I was like, look at that.
So did you have the Disney band thing for the resort? Yeah.
Yeah. I hadn't been, so the last time I was at Disney World was September 11th, 2001.
Oh, so it's your fault.
When the two towers.
Yeah.
So it was like...
It's a different place, man. We went during our honeymoon.
Wildly different.
Like, you have a wristband now, the Disney band.
Yeah, so we did the Star Wars stuff. We did a
couple
couple
resort
rides.
Did you stay in?
All-Star Sports.
Oh, okay. So
it's like the economy value one.
We did the Animal Kingdom one where you could like see giraffe outside.
So that's where I stayed the first time. But I was just like,
while you're peeing, you're just looking into the eyes of a hippo.
What?
I mean,
what floor are you on? Hippo's just up there.
No, the hippo's not on the same level as you, because the way the hotel is structured is there's like the safaris like out there.
Yeah, it's right out back. Yeah,
so,
we had we had one that was high enough for the giraffes to almost touch, and we accidentally kicked some pens over into the safari, and I don't know what happened.
Ate it and dined.
But there are a bunch of signs that are like, don't.
All-Star Resort. So you're in the All-Star Resort.
Yeah, so we thought that was kind of funny because I was just like looking around. I was like, do you guys see this? I was like, what a cryptic thing to say. Like, I bet you're wondering where your children are right now.
Especially coming from the mouth of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what, I bet you're wondering what happened.
What a weird way to lead that. Why not just say, your luggage has been transported? Yeah. Like, are you wondering where your luggage is? It's back at the airport where you left it.
Yeah, because like that, phrasing it in that way automatically creates alarm.
It does. Like, do
like,
you know where your
unsureness.
family
It's like,
is?
I don't know where my luggage is.
I bet you're wondering where your son is.
Yeah. It's like that's like an alarming thing to hear.
He's been sacrificed to
'Cause, like,
Disney.
Actually, that probably happens. You know, they have a whole secret underground thing in Disney.
Oh, absolutely. It's all connected to. It's wild. So that was like one thing, and then we were taking this Uber. Like, we were trying to Uber off campus to like eat.
Yeah.
And then like buy some supplies.
Because you
and then
flew
come
there, you
back.
didn't have a car, right?
Yeah, and so we took this Uber to go somewhere, and we're taking the Uber back, and there's a gate, right?
Yeah.
And like they ask you like where you're staying, and
Yeah.
they validate the room number stuff before they let you in. But we're like, oh, he's the Uber driver, and then the guy was like, oh, all right, I just need to see your license, and the Uber driver was like, just kind of got really quiet.
Oh no.
And then started looking everywhere a license wouldn't f***ing be. He was like opening the glove compartment. He checked under these like papers. He like looked in the side pocket of the door, and I
Like
was like,
reaches in the tire. It's like
it was like everywhere that it wouldn't be. I was like, it's not in your wallet. Your job is to operate a motor
literally
vehicle.
that's what you're doing is you're driving an Uber.
And so I was like, great. I was like, what if this guy's wanted for something, and like this is how it all gets figured out. And then Brittany in the front seat found the ID somewhere.
What?
Nowhere
Just, like,
near
on the
him.
floor?
Yeah, and then handed it, was like, is this it? And he's like, yeah. And so maybe it wasn't him.
What the
And he handed that to the guard, and the guard was like, cool, and let us in. But I was like, what just happened?
That's insane. Who?
It was like such a long pause, and then he was looking frantically and like lifting up stuff, and
That's
I'm
funny.
like, that's nowhere where it should be.
Because
it's in
suddenly-
your wallet, or you don't own a license.
Something puts you in a weird situation.
Yeah.
Because like,
It's
are you not
suspicious.
going to be able to like get back to your freaking hotel because this guy doesn't have his license?
I would have just got out and been like, it's not that far, we'll walk, because like, so that was weird. And then the only other notes I took were these two ones. So basically, when you're running the Disney Marathon,
Yeah. Because it's through the park, right? For those who don't know, the Disney Marathon, like,
it cuts through all the parks.
Yeah.
So you hit every park and you run in the stretches in between. And there are these people called balloon ladies. Now, the balloon ladies, where they're
large-chested women.
No, they're
Oh, okay.
they're strapped with like these Mickey balloons, and they walk the marathon.
Oh.
So
It's like
if-
a photo op type thing.
No, if they walk past you,
Uh-huh.
you are disqualified from the Disney race.
Oh, wow.
So they're walking at a set pace. It's like, and there's a fleet of them all in a line. And
that's just kind of scary.
basically, like if you're starting in the very last heat, like
Yeah.
you have no room to walk unless you're walking faster than them. So you have to keep a pace faster than them, or if they pass you, end of the line, bro. I like to imagine like
Is there like
they
a giant
just
hook?
They
Like,
just
how do
murder
they-
them. Yeah, like they're just like they literally just go, hey, you gotta. There's like a crew with them, like
Yeah.
driving behind them. And they're just like, hey, yeah. They look at your bib number. They're like, all right, you're disqualified. Like better
Oh
luck
my
next year.
God.
But I was just like, what? It's such a weird cryptic thing. Like
You're looking over your
and 'cause,
shoulder.
like
and
people are
this-
just like, yeah, watch out for the balloon ladies. And it was like, what are you gonna do? Like it's a dark alley. You turn around, you see balloons.
like you just hear their footsteps behind you.
Yeah, and
you're
so, like, if-
exhausted. You're on mile like
and, like,
20.
If you're like at the back of the pack and you're struggling,
Yeah.
like these ladies have been training for this one purpose, so they just
Oh
will
my
walk.
God.
And if they pass you, game over, bro.
So these ladies' job is just to walk 26 miles.
26 miles at a pace of like 17 minutes a mile.
Wow. Now,
So slightly faster than like a normal walk.
I mean,
yeah.
like I get some of it because it's like, hey, if you're running a marathon,
well, they also have
you
to
know.
open all the parks too. And
Right.
so like the parks can only like
it's because it's a set amount of time. Yeah.
yeah, so they have to open the parks when they open them. So basically they're trying to
'Cause
get
they're losing
everyone,
money.
Yeah, they're
the
trying
longer
to,
they keep the park.
yeah, they're
open.
trying to get everyone through there, but like
Wow.
it was wild. And
That's
so we were on this
terrifying.
Mandy came to
Yeah.
watch too. So Mandy, loyal rando number 1.
Sure.
We were on the monorail circling the parks to try to get to the finish line because that was okay.
Oh, God.
I can't wait to talk about this. I'm sorry to monopolize it.
No.
So we're on this monorail, and I look across, and I see them with the street sweepers. Basically, as the last runners are finishing, the street sweepers are like picking up all the garbage, and then they're just like putting everything back. And it was an amazing system.
Dude,
but I saw
they're
the
professionals.
balloon ladies.
Oh no.
They were walking 5 deep across the row, and they were closing up on these
So you saw
runners.
people that were going to be caught by the balloon ladies.
And they were like kind of like limping, and like the balloon ladies were just strutting forward
Oh my God.
and just about to
They live for
overtake
this.
them.
The balloon ladies live for this. They
got
literally they train all year long. Like, they just go walk down the streets of Florida, and somebody's walking slow, and they, like, tap on the shoulder, like, you're disqualified.
You've done
like, what
so.
are you talking? I'm walking to work, and they're like, we're just practicing.
Yeah.
And that's literally how they train all year long.
And like they're
It'd be really cool if they, like, slashed your calf.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you're just
what
like-
if you're caught by the balloon ladies, like your racing career's
What
over?
if you have to become a balloon lady from then on?
Well, it's like zombies. You get
Exactly.
infected. Yeah.
They bit you. Now you're a balloon lady. That's the only thing you can do. You can't run in the race anymore. You have to be. You either go home or you have to be a balloon lady. From
I
that
think it'd
point.
be funny if you were turned by them, you have to try to go catch the next person in front of you. So it
Exactly.
keeps getting faster and faster.
That's terrifying.
That would be scary.
As a guy who's run races before, like, that would terrify the shit out of me, because, like, you know, if you train,
The threat
you
of
should-
someone coming up and being
oh,
like,
that's scary.
Hey,
it would
by
be
the-
in the back of your mind the whole time.
but also just like someone to come up during this race that you
Paid a lot of money for it.
it's
probably
not cheap. Yeah.
No?
For them to be like, hey, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, no more.
What if you got it like 3 miles in? It's like
That's what I'm saying. Because if you're in the very last one, those balloon ladies are
because they release the runner in heats.
The balloon-
because they can't all start running at the same time.
exactly.
Otherwise
So
it'd be
it goes
chaos.
in
Yeah.
heats and it goes according to qualifying times and
Yeah.
stuff. But like, if you are in the very last heat, the balloon ladies are the slowest possible pace you could possibly use.
The last heat is like 15 minutes per mile to like 17 minutes per mile. Like, probably
Yeah,
something
'cause,
like that.
Like some people, that's like a jog. Like that's
Yeah.
how they're moving. But like, if you're starting right there,
That's terrifying.
you cannot slip up once.
No,
You're done.
you're You're
And if you're in the early ones, you have a head start.
no, that would be terrifying.
Because like some people could start walking at 20 miles and still be okay,
Yeah.
and it would still take them like another hour. But the balloon ladies would be nowhere in sight.
Just the bringers of death, the balloon ladies, just ending running careers left and right. Because, like, if you get caught by the balloon ladies, you can never run again. Like, let's be honest.
That's just it. It's like they literally in the happiest place in the
They're ending
world.
careers.
They walk up to you and go, "You're fucking garbage.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah,
You paid for this experience, and now we're taking it away from
like,
you."
I'm sure that happens in other races, but like
I never see it.
I've
I
never
don't hear
seen it
about
before.
it. Yeah.
I ran the Hershey Half Marathon. That definitely was not part of it at all. There was no chocolate men like going around sticking Hershey bars up butts for the people that like weren't making it through. Now, it was a funny thing with the Hershey one. Remember, they were handing out chocolate while they were running. Was there any fun thing that they were doing for Disney? Like,
No, I mean,
were there characters giving like high fives and shit?
Oh, so there are a bunch of characters all around, but so it's an event, not a race. This is the weird thing too.
Yeah,
They tell you they're like it's not a race, it's an event,
it's a race.
and so like there are lines of people waiting like they would in a park to take pictures while they're running with other characters. So like if you're in that last heat, you don't have time to think about
the
Mickey.
balloon ladies are fucking up your
They're right
ass.
there.
Yeah, balloon ladies are ready to
So like
kill you.
you have to get in line and you can take a photo on the race with a bunch of other characters.
Why would you want to do that? You wouldn't want to do that.
Because it's Disney, I guess. But like, think about it. You are being
But
chased.
they have that
You are being
in place.
chased by a slow moving
Those are
death.
Those are workers for the balloon ladies. Those characters, because they want
they slow 'em down.
They slow them down. If I'm
Easy
running the
pickings.
Disney marathon, I'm not stopping to take a picture with Goofy. I can get that at the park. I can go to the
what I'm
park
saying.
on a random day and get the picture. If I'm running the marathon, I'm running the marathon.
Yeah, so it was just like, it was crazy
that's
crowded and
terrifying.
stuff. So to get to the race was
Yeah.
one thing. So I get it only happens like once a year.
Yeah.
But like they need to tell the staff like all the details about it.
Yeah.
Because like 90% of the people coming for that weekend, like there was 21,000 people just running it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's huge. People come all over the country.
6,000 didn't finish.
6,000 of the 20,000.
I'm thinking balloon ladies.
Balloon ladies got them all. Wow, that's great for the balloon ladies. I mean, that's 25%, over 25%.
It's crazy.
Balloon ladies, great ratio.
And it was also the heat too. So people who were training
Yeah.
in like not 88 degrees, like
Yeah.
were hitting walls and
Those
stuff
Vermont
like that.
runners were like we've been running in the snow. Oh, that's horrible. Because running in the heat and humidity
Hard.
is the worst thing in the world.
Unless you're doing it,
It like
it's hard
adds
to do.
another couple minutes to your normal
Oh, they
mile
said
time.
they said actually saying that the announcers and stuff, they were like, hey, if you trained at whatever weather, they said for every like increase of 5 degrees in temperature, add
Yeah.
30 seconds to your pace. So
Man,
so
that's
but so
rough.
like so we're there. Ashley and Brittany had to get up at like 2 a.m. and they had to catch a shuttle at like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
To get to all the racers had to be there like 3:30 in the morning.
in the 3:30.
Yeah, that's when they had to delay the start of the race because traffic was so bad that people driving in weren't making the start time, and
oh my god,
it was insane. So, but Mandy and I get up at 4 because we were told the last shuttle that leaves for anybody involved in the race leaves at 4:30 a.m. So I'm like, cool. Well, we're about to buckle up for 6 hours.
Yeah, because you're just a watcher. So
yeah.
What the?
So we get down to the front desk area. We get outside. We get in line. There are a few other people there. There's one lady who's running the race.
Yeah.
She's out there and she's like, "Oh yeah, all that stuff about needing to be there 3:30. I think it's fine. I'm probably gonna roll up right as it starts." And we're just like, oof. And then like
That's
she's
a lot
looking
of
at
confidence.
traffic and stuff. And then she had to get an Uber. And like this other guy was like, "Oh, can I get in with you?" She's like, "Yeah, come on." And then he took 3 steps in and goes, "No, I'm okay." He's like, "I'll just call my own Uber." And I was like,
"That's weird."
It was weird.
What the hell?
So,
what do you think she was gonna like? I don't know.
So 4:30 comes and goes. There's no fucking shuttle.
Oh
so,
no.
So I'm just like, so I go inside and I go, "Hey, I heard 4:30 was the last shuttle to come through here.
Yeah.
Do you know when the next one's like coming? Like we need to get over there."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh no, the last bus left at 4 a.m." But she's like, "But spectator buses start coming at 6:30."
Oh.
And I was like, "We didn't know there are spectator buses."
Spectator bus. You're a spectator.
Yeah, and
you
so
got 2 more hours to sleep in.
So we were like, cool. So, well, actually, Mandy and I went back. We basically got ready. We put on our contacts and stuff. So I was just like, so we just lied down in silence. Well, we were like joking, but like, just shut off the lights and we just sat there for like a fucking hour and a half. Mandy and I were just talking about random stuff. I was like looking up just random videos.
Yeah.
I was just like,
this
is a good use of our time.
First of all, you're exhausted. You've had to wake up at like 3 a.m, basically.
Yeah.
Second of all, you now have 2 hours to kill, but it's at such a weird time that there's really no way to. It's not like if you turn on the TV, there's going to be anything on the TV.
No, there's nothing on the TV. There was like we couldn't fall asleep.
It's that weird part where the world is like not awake yet, so there's nothing else going on.
And so we're just like, so we kill time. We go back down at 6:30.
Yeah.
Or 6:15 actually, because we wanted to make sure we didn't miss this shuttle.
Yeah.
We roll up and the lady's like, "Oh yeah, bus isn't here. I think it's supposed to come at 6:45 though." Jeez. So we stand out there. We're standing out there. 6:45 comes and goes.
Oh no.
This guy on a clipboard comes walking up and he goes, "Y'all here for the race?" And we're standing in a line with a sign that says race transportation right there in big letters. And he's like, so I guess you guys didn't hear about the delay. And we were like, "What delay? No, we can't hear about the delay. We didn't even know there was a shuttle." And I was like, "What delay?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, race delayed by about 20 some minutes." And he's like, "Probably the shuttle too." And I was like, "What do you mean probably the shuttle?" So
what does this guy actually know? What information does he actually have?
He was wearing an orange vest, and that's all he said. He was just like, "Didn't hear about the delay, huh?" And he said the thing, and then he fucking walked away. So we go inside, and we're like, "When is the next bus coming?" And she's like, "Oh, well, it's getting delayed, probably 7 o'clock." So we're staying there. This other person comes up, different than the other fucking guy.
Sure.
And he goes like, "You want to know a way to get there quicker?"
Oh, yeah?
And he points to the shuttles that go to the normal parks. And he's like, "You can just go to the park, catch the monorail." And I was like, "Okay." But like those didn't start running till 7. So I was like, "Okay." And then we saw one roll up and then like everybody fucking flocked. Like we had this whole line. There was this older dad who's just like, "This is fucking outrageous." And like, "I'm just trying to find a shuttle." And the daughter was like, "Dad, like calm down. It's
just
not going to
chaos."
help." Yeah. And then, so
Lord of the Flies.
we all move over to the other lines for the parks. We're waiting for that shuttle to come. It was supposed to come at like 6:45. So we were like, right as we found out, we were like, okay, we got another option.
Yeah.
We're looking at it's got a digital readout. The 6:45 increases to 6:47. 6:52.
Uh-oh.
6:55.
Uh-oh.
7 o'clock. We're like, okay, so this is no different. Then somebody in the line sees another bus pull into the front of where we left. And they're like, "Go, go, go." And this one woman is like, "Link arms and let's stand in front of the bus." So
what
it doesn't. And it turns out that bus wasn't even the one we needed.
Yeah,
so
that was
like
just a random bus.
Part of it, so I just start laughing because I'm like, this is
that's
insane.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
And no one can decide which bus to take. So we end up taking like a regular bus to the park.
Yeah.
Eventually we get on one. It takes 45 fucking minutes to go 4
traffic?
miles.
Oh my god.
We get there. It took so long and so much effort to get there.
It's just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. And you're not even running the race.
And I was like, "Oh my god." Then we had to go get on the monorail. That's when we saw the balloon ladies. Then we got to the finish line, and then we chilled out there for a
You
couple
couldn't
hours.
pay me to experience any of this. Because I mean, like, you're a good sport with it. I would not be a good sport with it. Like, I'd be like, I'm going to just go back to the hotel and go to sleep.
The shuttle transportation thing was it was a logistical nightmare because they had no idea what was going on.
Well, let's start the show.
Yeah.
I'll get to some of my stuff later on throughout, but that's a hell of a story. I'm glad you made it out alive.
Yeah.
And you didn't even run the race.
You know what the best part, though? Like, if you needed to actually, like, you think you brought this up before. Marathons is the perfect place to fucking litter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what'd be funny is if you were you signed up for the race and had the trash from your house.
Yeah.
And then
It's like,
as
I've been
you're
wanting
running,
to get rid of this stuff for a
as
long
you're
time.
running, just throw it on the ground.
Old cabinets where you're like, I just didn't know where to throw this away.
You roll
Like,
up to the start line. Do I just leave this anywhere? Just anywhere is good?
they'll
Like,
pick up anything.
so you can't do that. No, it's my equipment. I'm a runner.
Yeah, it's part of my running. It's part of the running. Can't you
Because
see?
apparently, and Ashley and Brittany did this. They also throw clothes all over
Oh,
the race.
yeah, that's what happens.
And then they gather them up and then donate them.
yeah. That's what I was
They don't
found
even.
out.
They don't even bother going through the motions to be like, "Do you want to try to claim your stuff?"
No.
They just go, "If it lands on the ground,
It's going to the
Gone.
homeless shelter.
gone."
So that's why you
Dunzo.
gotta like sneak like some like drugs in like what you're wearing, and then you like
to give to the homeless.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, give them drugs.
Give them drugs, and then they'll
Okay,
appreciate
cool.
it. They'll be like, God, the Disney race. I scored so much heroin from that race, and then like every year, the homeless people get more and more excited about the Disney race.
Yeah, build up that
It's
dependence.
about appealing to the public.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here we go. We'll skip all the other. Let's just start the show. This is the worst show that's been ever made.
Stay away from semi-trucks.
That is the worst advice ever. Afterwards, we went to Silver Diner and I had soup. Memories all alone in the moonlight. Oh, I heard the squeak of the pen.
Thanks, hon. Can't wait to rob these banks with you.
Gucci Gucci Goo. If it means like stripping off all of your clothes
Yep.
to fight this man,
I immediately hung up the phone and I deleted the number and I think I might have died. That was the opportunity for the counselors to hit the kids that
get
they didn't
back
like.
at him. Yeah.
Like he does like kind of almost like not sexual magic.
Oh my god, I love the show!
Shirt phone. Da, 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 da.
I built a giant submarine!
And she kept saying the word heavy.
Hunter, I barely know her. You're talking about she has AIDS. It's like, how does it have AIDS? Like, so many baby heads could fit in there.
I don't think bite my neck like a fucking vampire. Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Wait, they're still doing this show. Geez, give up the dream already, guys. Okay, well, let's get this over with. It's time to waste your time. It's the Random Word Podcast with your hosts, Ben and Salty Dalton.
Rando Nation, nationwide is on your side. Welcome to the Random Word Podcast.
Welcome into the Random Word Podcast, sponsored by Bing.com.
The great
we
folks
are still
at
under
Bing.
their thumb.
We
Huh.
are still under the thumb. Go bang yourself, mother bingers. This is
Did
episode
not-
number
Did not read the fine print on that
50,
contract.
56.
56.
56, I think. Or is it 57?
56.
I don't
No,
know.
56. Gotta be.
Okay.
I think.
Well,
Who knows?
well, you'll see in the download of the show. You'll see what number it is, so you're fine. This is the Random Word Podcast. Again, please stay tuned to our social media channels. If you have an Instagram, that is the best place to get information from us. We've got a couple of accounts.
Also, make
that
sure
need to
you follow the new Instagram.
Yes.
Chet Morningstar.
Oh, yes, that as well. And then
At Chet
RWP
Morningstar.
RWP Bad Book Club, and then also the Random Word Podcast. Those are the
We
two
also
best
now have a
places.
Twitter, and that will be active
Yes.
soon. I forgot to log in.
I gave you the login info,
That's
so you
on
got
me.
that. Yeah, that's on
Actually,
you.
well, it's really early on, so if you could reset
Don't
that,
forget.
that'd be
Okay.
fantastic.
Don't forget to download Devil's Point Wolves Wild Mating Season by Eliza Gale. Free ebook on Amazon
There
Kindle.
was some confusion. It is absolutely free.
Yes.
We're going to try to do only free books. And if at some point we do a 99-cent book, that's on us. But
Yeah.
everything should be free. I've read it all in entirety. I've highlighted many things. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I have not finished reading it yet, but next episode we'll probably do about half the book or so. We may end up doing the entire book. We'll decide later, but definitely start reading now. It's a quick read, 50, 60 pages or so. We got a lot going on the show, but we do have to start like we do every episode, and that is with the random word.
Your word is
Expunge.
Expunge. Let me try to spell. E-X-P-U-N-G-E.
That is correct.
Okay.
It
ding,
is
ding, ding.
a verb, and it means to strike out, obliterate, or mark for deletion. Basically, to remove, to expunge records.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like how we expunged the cone incident off our permanent records.
And then there was that movie with the redheaded actor where he was like a hacker, and didn't he like delete grades or something like that? And he was able
What?
What's the guy?
That was one of the worst movie descriptions I've ever heard.
You know what? That's all I'm going to give him. If you try to figure it out, what I mentioned.
Remember the red-haired guy who deleted school grades?
Well, that one actor. The actor.
What actor?
The guy with the red hair who's like short, and he's in a lot of stuff.
You're talking about
he played in Social Network. He played a guy. I think he played like Sean Parker in that.
Was he in the Italian Job? Was he the Napster?
Yes, that guy.
Oh, he's also in Family Guy. He plays.
Yes.
Why can I not?
So
think
that guy.
of his name?
Is it something?
He's also
Green?
in Austin Powers.
Is it something green?
Seth Green.
Seth Green. There was a movie where he played a hacker, and I think it had to do with school, and I think he helped orchestrate a like grade changing system where they hacked into the school mainframe.
You know what? I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, let me go on to his IMDb page.
You know what we should do? Actually, would be fun is if we did a movie review of Max Keebler's Big Move.
I mean, I own it. I own multiple copies. Actually,
do you actually?
Yeah. No, Abby owns it. Yeah, we act. I'm like, no.
Would you be willing to like? Well, we have the recording gear going, and then we start the movie.
Easily, we could do that.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm looking at his IMDb page. I swear to God, this movie exists. Let me. You just keep vamping.
What was the other? No, he wasn't in that. Remember South Harmon Institute of Technology?
Yes.
What the was that movie?
That was.
It had Justin Long in it.
That's the one. Ask me about my wiener.
Yeah, ask me about my wiener.
Yeah, that was like not undeclared, but it was like something like that.
You're close.
I am close.
God, I can't remember any movie titles.
I know,
but that one was wild because they just decided to make their own university.
All right, back in 2008. It's not that. It's earlier than this. I swear to God, this movie exists, and he's in it. There's Life Without a Paddle. There's The Italian Job.
Oh, Life Without a Paddle. Yeah, Italian
There's
Job.
Rat Race. Great movie. God, this guy.
He was in Rat Race?
Yes.
Oh, he was. He had all the piercings.
There's Idle Hands. There's Enemy of the State.
It's Seth Green right there. That's the name.
Seth Green. That's what I'm looking at. God, I swear to God, he was in some sort of hacker movie. We're in 1994 right now. I still haven't seen it.
I think.
The Wonder Years. Let's see. Man, unless I'm thinking of the wrong actor. Well, regardless, you kind of understood the movie I was referencing.
I can picture it in my mind. Yes,
so,
in my mind's eye.
Expunge. That was where that came from.
Sure.
You got the beans, by the way?
Oh, they're upstairs. I'll get the beans.
All right.
I totally forgot about that.
We got a game. We've got a big segment here,
dude. I don't think you understand.
This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be f***ing terrible.
All right. We'll pause for a sec, and we'll be back with the show.
Oh, dude.
Rise and shine, Rando Nation, and welcome
Chet Morningstar.
Chet and Chip in the morning. That is
Chet Morningstar.
This is Chip Daily, and this is
an existential crisis.
This is January 17th when the episode releases, 2020, and this is the news.
Chet Morningstar.
Local police responded to a distress call, and they ended up just seeing a parrot screaming, "Let me out." Now, the parrot reportedly had been feeling a little stuck in a rut at work. A Virginia woman wins $100K using numbers from a dream. The public asks, what a cheap dream. Why not dream for $1 million? And lastly, a man accidentally gets locked in a gym for 24 hours after it closed. Unfortunately, he was stuck in Fatsville, Arizona, so nobody was able to come to the gym to help him out. Over to you, Chet. I'm
Chet Morningstar. Welcome in. First couple topics here. Suspected home invader in North Carolina turns out just to be a vacuum cleaner. The police have identified several Roombas that fit the witness's description, although it's very hard to get them to stay in one place during questioning. And you've heard it a million times. It's incredibly hard to tell the difference between a small circular vacuum and a grown man. A bystander stopped a kangaroo from drowning a dog. His statement, if I wasn't there, that dog would be dead. A statement was gathered from the dog as well, but we are unable to broadcast it due to its racist and aggressive verbal undertones towards kangaroos.
2020. It's 2020. You can't be.
It makes you wonder if the kangaroo wasn't entirely at fault.
Didn't mean to step over your punchline.
It's fine. You walked all over it. I'm Chet Morningstar. An Arizona man registered bees as an emotional support animal. I don't know about you, but I always feel at ease when I'm surrounded by 500 bees.
Couple other stories here, Chet. Now, we've got a West Point cadet who canceled a GoFundMe for a date with a porn star. Now, it was true love until his subscription ran out.
When asked why the cadet had canceled, it appears that a recent video had surfaced where they were visibly cheating on him with several other people.
Several hundred other people. Not that I watched the same video. A Kansas man asked a judge to allow him to have a sword fight with his ex-wife. I guess sometimes the sword is mightier than the pen of divorce.
Kansas is trying to come up with a new, innovative way to look at marriage by testing the age-old motto for UFC fights: 2 people enter, 1 person leaves. Also, the debate was about which one of them was a better sword fighter and was identified as a driving factor for their recent divorce.
Now, my personal favorite story here of the week, Chet, is Human P has been blamed for the escalator breakdowns on a Mexico City subway. Now,
gross.
I also used to blame Human P on never getting late.
I think it goes without saying, Human P can cause disruptions and equipment malfunctions almost anywhere other than a bathroom.
Nothing like a good P story to round out the news. Again, if you get any hot tips about any stories in your town, email the randomwordblog at gmail.com.
Follow me at Chet Morningstar at chetmorningstar.morningstar.
You should create that Twitter account.
Chet Morningstar.
Just tweeting out, just you saying Chet Morningstar. That's what every tweet is. I'm Chet Morningstar. That is Chet Morningstar. I am Chip Daly.
I'm Chet Morningstar.
That is the news.
See you later, Chets. Those are my followers. Chet Morningstar.
All right, so...
I'll sort it right, but are we about to do it? Is that the next segment?
Yeah, that's the next segment.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So you dreamed up this... Not dreamed up, but you came up with this segment idea.
I will say that I cannot take full credit for this.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Mandy was part of this, right?
This was part of a Christmas gift.
Well, you did have 3 hours to think about this in the dark in Disney at 4 a.m., so...
Yeah, this was a Christmas gift from number one rando Mandy.
Okay.
So it's called Bean Boozled.
Sure.
And for some reason, Jelly Belly, way back when the first Harry Potter movie came into theaters, I went, and you could get a little meal box, and it had was it Bertie Bott's
ever flavor beans? Yeah.
So they actually, Jelly Belly actually came out with
I remember that. I remember that.
And they actually had terrible tasting ones in there.
Yeah.
And it was actually kind of f***ed up because it's in a dark theater too, and they actually, I'm not gonna lie, they tasted like what they illustrated.
Yeah.
And I guess they came back out with, it's called Bean Boozled, and essentially there's a Bean Boozled mobile app. They have 2 identical looking jelly beans.
Okay.
They will have one flavor, classic flavors, I'll just give up one.
Yeah.
Strawberry banana smoothie.
Sounds good.
They will both look the same.
Uh-huh.
One of them will be strawberry banana smoothie, and the other will be dead fish.
Oh, God.
So what we're going to do is we're going to lay out...
I'm nervous.
We're going to lay these out. I'll use an app. We'll flip a coin.
Yeah.
and then one of us, like Indiana Jones, will try to pick the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
And then the other will
We'll
take
try them at the same time.
the other by default will take whatever's left.
Yep.
On the count of 3, we'll pop them in there.
Yep.
And then we'll be able to tell.
And we'll do multiple rounds of this.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do we have anything else to touch on? We expunge whatever. F- it. This show isn't about the word anyway.
No, it's about this. It's about just.
I don't want to do this.
I know. It's funny. I was thinking about recently. Abby and I have been watching so many episodes of Hot Ones, and I was thinking about the Hot Chicken Challenge episode. So if you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen to the Hot Chicken Challenge. That was where Salty Dalton and I tried spicier and spicier chickens. Well, not chickens. Chicken strips. Yeah, we covered the chickens in hot sauce and then ate them live on air. Peter was not happy.
Fuck this. Oh god.
How many are there in the box?
There's a good amount.
Okay.
I think enough to do a couple rounds.
Yeah, we'll do like 4 or 5 rounds of this. But this is Bean Boozled. So I'll let you get things set up. Yeah, get at least 5 pairs, and that will be good. And we can always play this again on another show.
Try to make sure that I have all the good.
You got to match them all up.
That's the hard part.
God, Rando Nation, we do appreciate the download numbers have been off the charts lately, which has been absolutely fantastic.
Please tell me there's not. Oh, damn.
Oh, is there not a pair?
There's
for every
one
single
that doesn't have a match, and let me tell you the flavors: chocolate pudding or canned dog food. Are you willing to take that fucking risk right now?
I'm not. Just put it back in the box.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, just make 5 pairs. I think 5 rounds for now is good, and then we'll save the rest to do at another show.
There are a lot of, I guess, like.
Are there multiple ones that are similar? See, I've got a laptop in front of me, so I can't see.
There's a few that are similar, so I guess I'm just gonna put them all there.
Okay,
if they match.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because why not? Oh,
so they don't just have 2 of each; they have multiple ones of each.
If there are multiple of each, we alternate.
Yeah.
And we have to finish all of them.
God, I don't even know the last time I've had a jelly bean in my life.
It's been a while, right?
I'm not a big jelly bean guy, but I'll do it for anything for the show. It's content.
Oh, what the? Okay, first of all, strawberry banana smoothie and peach and barf all look the same. Get out of here.
Maybe that's the point.
Oh, dude.
Barf? I don't want to taste barf. Ugh.
Bro, okay.
I hope I don't barf from this segment. Like, do we have a bucket?
Oh, it gives you pictures, but it gives you multiple of all. I have no idea which ones are which.
So we're not even going to end up doing this right.
There's a mobile app. We'll check the app later. Ooh,
God.
This one is a perfect match.
Do we need like a throw-up bucket?
I don't know.
If I puke, I'm going to go right into... Let's see. I'll puke in that weird room you got in the back.
Ew, that was so bad. Okay.
What if this makes me physically ill? And I haven't even had dinner yet, so it's like, this is my dinner, basically, is these beans. Jesus Christ.
All right, let's...
Are jelly beans, like, hard? I don't know.
What are you asking?
What do you do with jelly beans? You bite them?
Yeah, you just eat them like a... okay, think about a Starburst, just small and bean-like.
Okay, so they're soft.
Real quick, I'm going to download the Bean Boozled
That's
app
fine.
to see if that gives us, like... Maybe there are parameters to this game.
Okay, yeah, no, check it out. But it's fine. All right.
So I'm just going to spin it. It's going to pick the flavor, and then you and me both got to take turns picking a bean and
All right.
eat it, and it's possible you could get 2 in a row that are bad.
So this is Bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled. Not Bamboozled. It's Bean Boozled. All right. Spin the wheel.
All right, spinning the wheel. Oh, man. Okay, so... And it's going to land on... Oh. Okay, so it's either going to be buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
Okay.
We have 4 beans here. Okay. I will let you pick the first bean.
You hand it to me because I got the laptop screen, all that stuff. You just hand it to me.
There's one for you.
Okay.
There's one for me.
So we got to do this at the same time?
Just,
rotten egg?
Okay, one.
So I just bite
we don't know.
So I just bite it.
Put the whole thing in your mouth and chew it.
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, that's rotten egg.
Oh,
That's rotten egg.
I got buttered popcorn.
Oh, that's rotten egg. Oh, my God. Dude, it like smells. Like I'm smelling it. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, my
Okay,
God.
man. There's 2 left, so.
I got to wash this down.
All right. Oh, wait, no. We'll just spin it again.
I'm going to need some kind of palate cleanser. Dude, that's disgusting. No, I'm not even lying.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, there are only 3 of this one, so.
Oh my god.
All right, man, this one's gonna be.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be coconut or spoiled milk.
Okay, pick a different one. I hate coconut. I hate coconut.
We gotta do it.
No, I can't do it.
We gotta do it.
No, I can't. Spin the fucking wheel. I don't like either of those options. Spin the wheel.
It's not up to us, man.
No, a coconut makes me like sick.
If coconut comes up again, we have to do it. Okay, Tutti Frutti or stinky socks?
Oh god, dude.
Okay,
You know I'm gonna get the stinky socks again.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I think I have Tutti Frutti. Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Thank God.
oh God.
Dude, does it smell?
Yeah.
The other one like triggered a smell.
Oh, it smells like I just. It smells like I threw up in my mouth.
Oh, thank God for Tutti Frutti.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, rotten eggs
That
was
one was
horrible.
like delayed. When I was biting into it, I was like, "This isn't
you don't
half
know what you
bad,"
got.
and then it just hit.
Oh my God.
Oh, my breath smells.
Yeah, take a sec. Need a little reload. Oh my God.
All right, man. This one's gonna be rough. It's either going to be peach or barf.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man.
Here.
I don't know. I don't know about this. Oh God, this is such a bad idea.
All right, ready? 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
I think I have peach. Yes.
No, I got peach too.
Oh. Unless this is barf.
You should know.
Maybe it's like peach barf. No, this is definitely good. That's not a bad.
All right, well, guess what? Sudden death. There are 2
Oh, there are
left.
2 left? Okay.
Take one. Are you sure that's the right
But they're
one?
probably both barf.
I don't know. Let's
Don't
try
you
it.
understand how the odds would work?
3, 2, 1. I got peach again.
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad.
Are there any more?
I mean, it doesn't taste great. It was a little bit of delay.
All right, man.
Okay, I think that was barf.
No, sudden death.
Oh
round
God,
3.
there's 2 more?
You should know whether or not it's barf, dude.
You would think. Okay, so I have to eat this one? Fuck.
I got 3 fucking peaches in a row. I'm good to go.
That's gotta be barf. Oh. Dude, this is so bad.
Dude, it doesn't look good. I got 3 peaches in a row. Oh, that's rough city, bro.
Oh. Because the problem is you have to keep chewing it because there's nowhere for it to go. And it just keeps releasing.
Oh, bro.
Dude, we can only do a couple more of these.
We got at least. Okay, tell you what.
Oh.
I'm not gonna tell you. I will tell you after we pop it into our mouth.
As long as
We're gonna go. We got 1.
this
2,
isn't the coconut spoiled milk, though, right?
No, we have 4 left.
All right, so it's like yellow.
All right,
You
3,
can see.
2. Oh, I got rotten eggs. Oh, no.
I don't think this is rotten eggs. I think this is okay.
Oh,
What was the other thing?
it smells butter popcorn. Dude, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, this is butter popcorn. Oh, thank God. You can't throw up. Dude, that's the one I had.
That one was.
It's so bad.
And
it smelled.
That was a kick in the nuggets. Oh
Yeah.
my! It smells so bad. Oh.
Take a sec. Yeah, I had that one. I feel you.
That one's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That one's
I can't do any more of these.
Ben. We have 3 flavors we haven't tried.
Oh, there's no way I can do 3 more.
You play the odds.
This is it. One more.
No.
What is this?
I'll pick the last one. This is berry blue.
Dude, I smell the rotten egg smell.
It's pretty.
Like when you breathed right there, I smelled it.
I just don't understand how they.
What are the 2 options with this one? Just tell me. I need to know mentally what I'm about to get into. It's berry blue and what?
Berry blue and berry blue.
No, what's the other thing?
It's toothpaste. It's not bad at all. You brush your teeth.
It's not toothpaste. You just made that up.
It's toothpaste.
What does the thing
It says toothpaste. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
God,
We have
this-
2 more
it's
after
in
this,
Chinese.
and we're done. Oh, I got toothpaste.
I did not. What is that?
That's berry blue.
It's not berry blue.
Then you got toothpaste. It feels like I'm chewing on my toothbrush.
Okay.
That's not that bad. You got up in a hurry. Okay, dude. The last ones
My stomach's in knots.
that we haven't tried yet.
I'm not doing coconut spoiled milk.
I did not pull those aside.
Thank God.
Okay. These
I think I got toothpaste too.
here. Look. Is it minty?
Yeah. It's not great. None of this is great. Why would anybody do this?
All right, Ben, here. I'm putting away all of them except for these, and you're going to I will tell you what they...
Why do you have 3 left?
Because we have to try them all. Okay. This is going to be birthday cake or...
Or what?
Let's put it in your mouth first. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Or dirty dishwasher. Oh! 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 Oh, God. I can't. I spit it out, dude. Spit it out. That was so bad. Oh. So bad.
Dude, I can't throw up in your house.
Spit it out. Why did you
spit it out into?
put it on the ice?
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
Here, Ben.
Let's rip it out.
What are the odds we both got dirty dishwasher? Okay, dude, we're almost done. You got this, dude. If it's bad, you can spit it out. Oh, this is, dude. What kind of sick at Jelly Belly was like? You know, what'd be funny is if we put an actual human inside of a jelly bean.
Oh my God.
All right, man.
Dude, that was a Tide Pod.
All right, ready? We're almost done.
What are the things?
After this one, you have one more to go. I don't know what the this is.
What are the things left?
It's toasted marshmallow.
Or what? How come we're both getting the bad thing?
I don't know, man.
How is that possible?
Ready? 3.
What is the other option? Tell me what the other option is. I swear to God. I won't put this in. I'll do this bit. I'll do the thing where it looks like I put it in.
It's toasted marshmallow.
Or what?
Or stink bug. I don't even know.
How do they put that into? How do they put that in a jelly bean?
All right, ready?
Oh God, no!
3, 2, 1.
I can't do
3, 2, 1. Just do it.
Okay. I didn't put it in yet. This is stink bug. I'm smelling it. It's stink bug. I can't do it. Dude, I'm smelling stink bug on this.
No, you're not.
I can't do it.
That's mental. Just do it.
What do you mean that's mental? I'll bite like half of it.
No, just bite into it. You can spit it out, you baby.
Dude, I'm smelling a stink bug. Oh, that's stink bug.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That was bad. All right, last one, and we're done, so. Oh, that hurt. I almost threw up from that one.
Give me a second.
Oh, I still taste it. I taste all of them. Oh, it hurts. Is there an age rating on this game?
Dude, I can't do it anymore.
It's the
I will throw up in your mouth.
Ben, it is literally the last one.
Dude, I will throw up in your mouth.
Ben, you cannot leave me here hanging. Do not leave Rando Nation hanging.
I gotta.
Get your shit together. Gather it all. Put it together. And then this is the last one.
I was this close to throwing up.
I was too. It took a while for it to hit. I bit into it and I was like, this actually isn't that bad. And then I almost threw up.
What's the last thing?
It's juicy pear or book.
No.
Yes. We got it. Dude, look, think about it. The odds, we've been getting the shitty ones. One of us has to get the right one.
How come? What have you done? Like, you've rigged this game for us to get the bad ones all the time.
There's no way. I opened them. You saw the fucking container. I opened it live.
We almost had video of me puking all over your floor. And you know how embarrassed I would have been?
Dude,
This is real life.
it tastes so bad. You can't smell it.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. All I smell is all the shitty stuff I had earlier. All right, ready? Let's get this over with. Right, let's just. After this, we're done, and I'm throwing these beans away.
Go ahead.
No, we gotta do it at the
3,
same
2, 1.
time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready? 3.
You gotta bite into it first, and I gotta see how you react. And if you throw up everywhere, I can't eat this.
No, we
But if you're okay with it, then
same time. I swear.
I'm gonna take a little bite.
No, just throw it in your mouth. And
There's
then
no way I can throw it in my mouth. I will die. I will literally puke everywhere.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
it tastes like boogers. It's on my tongue. I can't even look at it.
Why did you think this was a good idea?
Hey, Mandy, why do you hate us?
Mandy is officially banned from the Random Word podcast.
I'm throwing the rest of these out.
We're never doing that again. I would eat the Code Blue from Woo Boy before I ate one of those again.
See, at least I almost threw it from that, the Cold Blue. But it was like, I knew what was coming, right? That was like, you know what
I dry heaved.
You know what I learned from this exercise is we're both really gamblers.
Bean boozled. Ugh. No, what we've learned is the
What?
game lied to us. It didn't put like 3.
No, all it says is can you tell them apart? It literally doesn't guarantee anything. Why would you make a product that just has a fucking grab bag of Jelly Bellies that just could taste like...
Oh, my stomach is...
I want the name and the email of the man who designed this game. Because I'm not going to lie...
Is there a number on the back?
I'm not going to lie. Take our factory tour. They do have a number. 800 JB Beans.
800 JB Beans?
Yeah.
It's got to be after hours, but what the heck, we'll go for it.
No, but I want the name and number of the man who designed that. Because I'm not going to lie. It was disgusting, and I still taste it, but it tastes just like what it says.
Do you have the little phone jack thing anywhere handy? If not, it's okay. We can call him another time. But
No, I don't.
Here, I'll just call on my cell phone right here. You said 800.
And then JB?
Okay, JB. What the is that? So that's 52?
I guess, and
Okay.
then Beans.
Beans, okay. 2. That's not even enough. Oh, no, I think it is. Okay. What's the product?
All calls may be monitored.
What's the product?
Or recorded
Bean Boozled.
control purposes.
I'm going to ask to speak to the creator of Bean Boozled.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling Jelly Belly. How can I help you?
Hey, my name's Ben. I just wanted to see if there was any chance we could talk to anybody who was part of the development of Bean Boozled.
The development of it?
And anyone on their team. Yeah.
Yeah, like anybody that was a part of creating it.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, were you trying to like give like a flavor suggestion or?
Oh God, no!
Definitely not. No. More of like a couple interview questions. We're with the podcast, the Random Word podcast.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you're live to tape.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, they don't take any interviews or anything like that.
Is there like a general complaint department?
we just had a couple live on the air on the podcast, and they're we obviously didn't enjoy some of them, so we wanted to ask a couple questions and see where these ideas even came from. Have you had the Bean Boozled before?
Have you tried those things?
Yeah, I've had them before. Yeah.
Is that like a requirement, like for the
Yeah,
job?
it's like, before you can answer the phone, can eat these things.
All right.
The worst part is
unfortunately, they don't do any interviews or anything like that. Yeah, sorry.
That's a bummer.
That's all right. Well, what did you think of them? Do you recall which one was your least favorite? We tried the rotten eggs one. Our spoiled milk was out there. Booger.
Yeah, they're all pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. We appreciate it. No problem. No problem. Well, thanks for the time. Have a good one.
No problem. Sure.
All right. Well, that guy.
He literally was. He actually thought
They don't
about
give interviews. They
giving
don't.
us the,
They don't. They don't speak to the public.
But what sick invented that game?
I don't know.
I honestly have not.
Also, who the else is calling the Jelly Bean hotline? Let's be honest. Who else is calling that number? There's no way that guy is one of like 20 people in like a call factory.
It rang in an abandoned building on one floor with one light on.
I've never had this phone. Like, he's got multiple cell phones, and he's like, I've never had the Bean phone light up ever.
Oh, it says take our factory tour. He's the guy who handles the factory tours.
Where's their factory?
If I know, like
Satan's.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well,
I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
it's disgusting. All right. Well, we'll try to move on here. You've got a new segment that you created.
Gross.
I mean, so far you're 0 for 1 with your new segments here. This episode in particular.
Well, to be fair, that was the first and last time we will ever do Bean Boozled.
Yeah, that will be a one-off. That will be a one-off for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what do you got?
This was supposed to be for the new year. So remember when I wrote the format for the New Year's show?
Sure.
And then didn't send it?
Yes.
So I have the top Googled questions of 2019.
All right. Top Googled questions of 20. So you're gonna read the questions and we're gonna try to answer
the
it.
categories are, I picked a couple questions for each category.
Oh, I'm still sick.
It's what, why, who, when, where, is, can, and how.
Okay.
And so I figured just off the top of your dome, what time is it? That was the top what category Google question.
In theory, these people are on a
on
phone
a
or
computer who can look at the time.
In the bottom right corner, there's always a time there.
I'm dropping so many F-bombs because
I know.
I feel disgusting.
I have to do so many bleeps this episode. It's unbelievable.
Did you ate those beans?
Yes.
God.
Yeah. So that's weird because the
weird.
time is right there.
Yeah,
I can see it. It's 6:07 p.m.
6:07 p.m. Answered it. What men want? Question mark.
What men want?
What men
not
want?
Not like what do men want?
No, just what men want.
Men want food.
Food.
That's not beans.
Men want food. Men are dogs.
I'm never gonna eat another bean in my life.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
That was.
Could you?
Don't burp because it comes back up.
It takes one guy at the Jelly Belly factory to divert a peach order, like to fill a candy store. You know those little like dispensers where you can just fill up a bag. They could replace peach with barf, an entire thing of barf, and those kids would be dead.
That's one of the grossest. Dude, I'm still tasting it in my mouth too.
All right, so men want food.
Men want food.
What font is this?
Arial. It's Arial.
First of all, what is that? Are they thinking of a font when they're typing that? Like, what font is this?
That's a good question.
Are they just copying and pasting it into Google?
Yeah, they must be.
Would that even work?
I guess. What font? Yeah, what font is this? Is what the question was?
What font is this? That's what's typed into the search bar.
It's just whatever the Google font is. I don't know.
I guess. Like I said,
Times New Roman. I don't know.
So then we move on to the why.
Yeah.
Why were cornflakes invented? Was number one on that list.
Why were cornflakes invented? I believe
you talked
about it on Get a Life.
Why don't you go and you plug your other
Get
show?
a Life, episode 1. It's on iTunes and on Spotify every Monday morning, 4 a.m. release. It is called Get a Life. Go find it now on Spotify or
anyway,
Google.
Why were cornflakes invented?
They were invented to...
Probably help the war effort, you know?
Yeah, that was exactly it. It was because the Germans, they were like, we're not going to be able to defeat the Germans.
Unless they've had a balanced breakfast.
Yeah, are you okay there?
Unless they've had a balanced breakfast. And the only way they can
it comes in waves. It keeps coming back up.
And the only way that they can achieve a balanced breakfast is with cornflakes.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm not even going to ask. The second one just says, why is the sky blue? We've heard that a fucking million times.
Yeah.
Why is my poop green? Actually, just says, why my poop green?
I know that answer. I've Googled that answer. I've Googled that question.
Okay, so you contributed to this.
It's because if you eat a lot of vegetables, your poop will end up turning green.
Well, that and I think it has to do with the dyes, the coloring dyes in food.
Yes.
One time, and not to get too graphic here, Rando
Sure,
Nation.
please get graphic.
One time for the nephew's birthday party, they got this giant sheet cake from Walmart.
Yeah.
And it was just...
Oh, the icing.
It was a mess of colors. Yeah. I ate that cake, and then I went to the bathroom later today. The two events might be related. The colors.
Was it blue?
Yes.
Yes.
It was weird colors,
Yeah.
and I honestly,
Blue icing, bro.
I was like, I'm either tripping acid or my body is about to die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's what happens.
I literally pooped a rainbow.
Oh God, yeah. So I looked it up because my poop was green, and it was like maybe you're eating a lot of vegetables. So I was like, well, let's change that, and I eliminated vegetables from my diet
Completely.
completely.
Cut those right out.
It's like no.
And we'll move on to the Who category.
Yeah.
Who invented the internet? Who invented the internet? Bill Gates? No. He did Microsoft.
He did.
So what invented the internet?
I don't remember. It was like some guy who was like,
let's just say Bill Calloway.
Sure, Bill Calloway.
Bill Calloway.
He also invented really good drivers.
Yeah, he
for
did.
golf.
One and the same. Actually, he designed the internet so people could buy his drivers.
Yeah,
online.
that was it. And watch porn.
He's like, Bill Calloway's golf shop.
Is Callaway's or Callaway? Oh, Callaway's apostrophe S. Got it.
Callaway's porn and golf shop.
That's two of my favorite things.
Who is the richest person in the world?
I think Jeff Bezos is up there as like one of the richest.
Not the Rothschilds? I thought they had like millions of billions.
I think Jeff Bezos is like millions of billions as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Who died today? Who the searches that?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
Who died today? That's somebody that's like looking for a body.
Somebody types into Google, who died today? What does that do? Bring up a mass obituary page?
Especially when
could you effectively look at like an...
You could look at who died yesterday. That would probably come up, but not who died today.
As it's happening, the murderer is like, well...
Yeah, the nurse in the hospital is like, let me update Google.
What if you typed in who died today and it showed you that there was a death scheduled for 5
don't burp. Don't ever
5
burp.
p.m. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. That's what I'm
a death scheduled for 5 p.m. Yeah, we got a lethal injection happening.
Like, that's wild.
Who died today? But why do you need to know that? That's the question.
Why would you need to know that? And I feel like you'd have to be really specific because, like, I don't know. Because, like, what if it brings up a giant timeline where it's just a string of, like, you know how you go into those, like, you watch those Facebook videos and people chat live on there? What if those bubbles were just like, Gerald died, Jim died, Jim died, Gerald died. I don't know why it's only Jims and Geralds.
Yeah, geez, a lot of James dying left and right.
Oh, you used James, his full name. I see what you did.
No, I said James.
That's weird. Oh, I think you said James. You'll get a lot of James
I did. A lot of James dying. I like to use their proper name.
Well, they did die.
Instead of Bob's, I say Robert.
When are the early signs of pregnancy? If you are typing that into Google, you're probably
pregnant.
already pregnant.
You're pregnant, yeah.
Yeah, I think we solved that one.
As two men here, we really have the authority to be able to answer this question.
I don't know. I
think it's when they don't have their periods.
That's probably a first indicator, and I think second might be morning
sickness. Yeah.
So if you've been vomiting a lot and you've lost your period, please
go
contact your local gynecologist or physician.
Yeah, that's some words to the wise.
Yep. When is Mother's Day?
I
don't know that one.
I think it's in
Googled
May,
that one frequently.
maybe?
No, I thought Father's Day. No, is that June? I don't know.
No idea. So you don't know either?
No, I don't know.
That's fine.
Sorry, that's a lost cause. When is Black Friday?
Ooh,
Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Friday after Thanksgiving. That's an easy one.
Third Thursday of every. I almost said
November.
every month. Every November.
November.
Third Thursday of every month is Black Friday.
Yeah.
Where are kidneys located?
Right on next. Oh, actually, I know because it's actually kind of like on your side back area.
It's towards.
I know that because of the kidney stones.
So if you find your hips, walk a couple inches upward and move a couple inches back, and you've got your kidneys right there.
I know that for sure because that's where the pain was.
That's where the kidney stones come from.
The kidney stone was traveling through my body.
We're knocking these out. Where liver located? Kidney liver questions.
Liver, no idea.
So the liver,
I've had like.
I don't remember what side it is, but it's actually kind of like...
It's kind of on the side, too.
It's on the side, but it's up higher.
Yeah. Because I remember when I drank...
under... It's near your... It's like kind of... I feel like it sits under your diaphragm.
That birthday where I drank the entire handle of vodka, I had like alcohol poisoning, basically, and my kidney was hurting right before I passed out. So that's how not my kidney, the liver.
The liver.
Because, never done that again.
Some sharp pains there?
Yeah.
As it was drowning?
Yeah, the body was like, please stop doing this.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Mother, why does it hurt?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
We're in the where. No, we just did the... Oh, where do babies come from?
We all
Stork
know that.
system.
Storks, absolutely.
Stork system. It's an integrated
You can watch
network.
the Disney movie Storks. They tell you about how it works. There's a Disney movie
That's made
called
up.
Storks. No, it's an animated movie.
No.
Yes, it is.
Like a feature-length film?
Yes, it's a Disney Pixar movie.
So Disney broadcasted to the world that storks are Storks are delivered by babies. That's what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
it's called Storks. 2016 it came out.
Storks?
Yes.
How did they address that topic?
Storks have moved on from delivering babies to packages, but when an order for a baby appears, the best delivery stork must scramble to fix the error by delivering the baby. Storks, 6.8 out of 10.
Wait, fix the error?
Yeah.
So when a baby came up by error, he's going to fix it
It's got
by...
Jennifer Aniston, Andy Samberg, Ty Burrell.
What?
Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key, Jordan Peele, Danny Trejo's in it. Aquafina.
Danny Trejo is in it.
Aquafina, the inventor of the water. Ike Barinholtz. Yeah, it's got a great cast there. Somebody said 7 stars. Very nice movie. Smiley face. As simple as that. That was our review. I'm glad you took the time.
Real, what's that? Real Ebert?
It's definitely not Egbert.
Real Egbert
Roger
over there.
Ebert and something Roper. I think it was like Ebert and
The
Roper.
two famous reviewers. Okay. Is New York a state? It is also a city.
Yeah,
but
both.
is it a state?
Yes.
Are we sure though?
Positive.
Because New York City sounds silly.
It does, but that's what it is.
So New York is a state. We
It's
can
a state.
verify that.
Yeah,
Okay.
verified.
Is water wet?
It depends on who you ask.
So because like
To be honest.
something can only be wet once water is thrown.
You know the people
upon
that
it.
have their arms cut off and they only have the stump and they don't really have feeling in the stump? Water's not wet to them.
Real quick.
What's the next question?
We're gonna have to beep beep beep. That's us backing up
Because they
to
don't have
this.
feeling in their stump. So technically, water's not wet to them. It's just like any other thing.
So they
touching
can only be wet if it's felt with their hand. Is that the
it.
determination?
If they
here?
lost feeling in their stump, yes.
But what about in their other side?
Then it's wet to their other side.
So they're
Unless they lost both arms
So they're-
and both legs.
So if you lose your arm, you
Yes.
can no longer get wet.
Nope.
But if I covered them in water, what would they be?
Covered in water.
Just not wet?
Not wet. No.
Okay.
Science.
Sure.
Sherlock.
Can dogs eat bananas? Can dogs eat blueberries? And can dogs
You
eat
have
apples?
You have 2 dogs, so you would be able to answer this better than me.
Listen, I'm just going to say this. Theoretically, dogs can
Probably,
eat whatever
yeah.
the they want.
It's just what? Chocolate's the one that's poisonous?
I mean, dogs can eat whatever they want.
Yeah.
I do not know if that's healthy for them. I can tell you that.
I mean, they're healthy for us, so I would assume a banana would be healthy for a dog.
No, apples I feel like are, I don't know. You know?
I feel like all of these would be healthy. Blueberries, apples, bananas. Like, it's not like we're talking about like double cheeseburgers. Like, I'm sure these are healthy for. Are you googling? You're googling
Yeah.
it, so you're adding to the problem.
I am adding to the problem. But we're going to solve it once and for all.
I don't know if I'll be able to eat food again after this bean thing. Oh, why'd you have to end?
No,
on
it says pineapple, carrots, watermelon, salmon.
None of those are what you mentioned. Salmon, yeah, a common fruit.
Oh, blueberries are on there. It says the next time you find yourself snacking on a bowl of these delightful little berries,
Sure. What about
feel free to share them with your pooch.
What about
Bananas are on there, too.
Okay. I mean, why wouldn't they be? You know,
Bananas can be a great treat for your dog
Yeah.
as long as you give it in moderation.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Can't give it a
Okay.
whole bushel.
Feel free to throw your dog a slice or two. Cut me a slice of that
I'm not gonna
banana.
cut a slice of banana for my dog.
Or perhaps mash it up into their regular dog food.
No.
That's messy.
No need. No need.
That's
to
messy.
Do that.
And what was the last one? Apples?
Yeah. Apples. It's like don't feed it to your dog. If you give them apples, they will die.
Can dogs eat apples?
That's a great question.
Apples are a wonderful crunchy treat for your dog. Apple seeds, however, contain cyanide. Your dog should not be allowed to eat that.
So you got to be like, hey, I'll let you take a couple bites of this.
You can't
but
feed it.
Stop before you get to the seeds, okay?
You can't feed it a full apple like you would a horse.
Because most dogs are pretty patient, and they're like, "Oh, excuse me, can I have another bite?" That's how dogs typically act.
Right? Yes. Yeah. They often have
Are
that.
these seeds? I don't think I'm supposed to have these.
They'll ask you before they eat.
They will.
That's
they
the
will.
good thing about it.
They'll point
is
to it with their paw.
Dogs will always run it by you.
Yeah, that's true.
The last section here: how
yeah.
to make slime.
How to make slime? Easy.
Have some sex.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
that's
No,
disgusting.
that's gross.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
Whoever had to hear
God.
that.
No, slime.
It sounded funnier in my head.
Slime. What you do is you grab.
Isn't it like flour?
Yeah, it's
I almost
like
said food poisoning.
You bake
Food
some
coloring.
bread. You bake some bread and you dye it green.
You add a little dash of this,
No,
a little dash
I think
of
you're
that.
right. I think like flour, water, eggs, and then add in
Flour
some,
what? Okay, you basically are describing a cake.
and then you put some
Make
green
yourself-
food dye in. Or
I think it's like cornstarch, gelatin.
Oh, I was gonna say something. It's so gross.
What?
I was gonna say, or you could like sneeze into a jar and collect
Just
it
over time?
Collect it over.
Oh,
a
that'd be
month.
disgusting.
I'm gonna throw up. This show makes me puke.
Okay, how to tie a tie.
Oh, I learned that. Yeah, you got it. So you got the two things. This thing's shorter
Yep,
than this
you're
thing.
killing
You
it.
cross it over.
Cross it
and
over.
then you pull it up through.
Pull it up
boom,
through.
the knot.
Through the
tighten
knot,
it up.
tighten it
I
up.
usually have to do it a couple times to make sure I got the right length ratio.
Yeah, I do.
Different ties are different.
If I get it on the first try, I know it's a good day.
That's a great day.
It normally takes me 3 times.
It has to, because you don't know the ratio sometimes.
And see, the difference is, so they used to make ties all a standard length.
Yeah, but now they're all over the place.
Now they're all over the place. So like,
I'm with you.
The system where you put it a certain amount of length doesn't
When
always work.
I wear the tie to meet the guy that you passed me to, I tie that tie like 4 or 5 times. Because first of all, I don't wear ties in my job normally. When I did Mason basketball, I wore ties every game, and I had to wear ties all the time. But yeah, I had to do it.
Yeah, you got all dressed up like you're going to church. It's kind of cute.
Well, you had to. You were I was a professional. I was a professional broadcaster. I had to on the radio.
How long to boil eggs?
I don't typically boil eggs. I don't know, 3 minutes.
3 minutes probably sounds fair, right?
I don't know. I don't boil eggs. Is it the same as spaghetti?
Well, you're obviously not going to
7 to 9 till al dente. I wouldn't boil an egg for 9
If you
minutes.
want al dente eggs, 7 to 9. If you want a regular egg, maybe 3.
Yeah, maybe Google it. I don't know. I don't
Google
boil
it.
it. Who boils
No,
eggs?
how about they
Scramble
Bing it?
them.
Don't Google
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Bing
Bing it for
Bing.com.
sure. Yeah. Oh.
Just Bing it, baby. Moving on.
Okay.
That was it.
All right. So that's it. Okay. All right. Hold on. So we've got to move on to the. So that was just crazy individual segment that we'll probably never do again. We're full of those today. Let's move on to Pilot House.
Action.
I haven't heard this in a while. I still taste it in the back of my throat.
Come on. Pound the knee. Yeah. There it is. There it is. It's time for Pilot House. Dude, you're making earthquake. All right, it's time for Pilot House. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. It's a little
Where
up.
we pilot your house like the man in Up.
Remember when we did this?
Chuck and Brad, we're 2 comedians who do.
Remember when we gave them promotion?
Yeah, did this ever happen?
I don't know. We gave them promotion. They emailed me. They sent me this thing. We played it on the show. I told them we played it on the show. They never answered any other email. I was like, hey, maybe you could promote our show. And they're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Wait. Hold
It was
on.
supposed to be a cross promotion.
Back this the up. You told me that they agreed
This was like a year ago.
to cross promote. What you did
Well,
was
they had kind of agreed.
you took their ad and played it on our podcast, not knowing if they actually agreed to promote it. What's it called? Play it again. What's their fucking ad?
So it's called.
They're fucking welcome,
Hey
by the
guys,
way.
We're Chuck and Brad. We're 2 comedians who do the Chuck and Brad podcast.
Oh,
a
it's the
pop culture
Chuck and Brad
based out of
podcast.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We just wanted to let you know that we're going on a short comedy tour called Chuck and Brad Reimagine the Avengers.
It's our own comedic retelling of the original Avengers movie, and we're touring the shows the same weekend that Avengers Endgame comes out. So come get a refresher and a new spin on the original Avengers movie before you.
These guys, they got 447 episodes.
Remember that? Remember we did
When did you
the
send this
Chuck
out?
and Brad thing? I don't know, but we did it like.
Why are you holding your phone like that?
Because I'm taking a video for the people, for
Of
the Instagram
what?
people. What do you mean? I'm us doing the show, so they know.
Literally, not the most suspicious thing. I'm talking, and you're just like, keep talking, keep doing it. Yeah, keep doing your thing. Be funny, monkey. What day did you send that email?
I don't know.
Look it up in your email.
Why do I have to look this up right now?
Because I'm trying to find their live podcast. Oh, hold on.
Chuck and Brad.
You know what's weird is their episodes run out at 4:26.
Oh, so maybe we killed the show.
No. It says 4:50.
Yeah.
Was released today.
Chuck.
And if you scroll all the way down, it only goes to 4:26, which means
Man, they did a lot.
we should have been doing that. They're labeling their episodes like they've done 400. Builds credibility.
Oh, that's true. What was it, Chuck?
Chuck
All right.
and Brad podcast.
Current mailbox. The Chuck and Brad podcast.
They've only got a few episodes out, and they're calling it their 400th.
So this was Chuck. He said, "Hey Ben, this is Chuck from Facebook. Thanks for being cool. This is this is the ad. This is a big help. Definitely hit me up with an ad for your podcast, and we'll reciprocate. I'll be checking you guys out soon." And I said, like, no problem. Those shows sound really fun. Happy to help.
Email back right now.
I said, I've got the file downloaded and on my soundboard for tonight's recording. We've got some New York listeners, so hopefully we send them your way. We don't. As far as any, you just I lied. I said, as far as any promotion for us, I don't have a pre-recorded clip or anything, but we could just appreciate some sort of shout out. I gave him like a paragraph. I said, put your own spin and flavor on it. Oh, yeah, I sent you that.
Talk about that one.
And he said, awesome, Ben. We will do it after the run of shows. Really appreciate it. This is a big help.
Hold on.
April 19th last year.
We will do this after our run of shows?
After the run of shows. Would it be weird to email right now and be like, hey, Chuck, did you ever play our thing?
Email it right now.
All right.
And say, hey, Chuck, just following up. We listened to we went to all your live shows. Say it.
I'm going to spell his name wrong I'm going to say, hey, Chuck. Just because, like, add a little thing. So, hey, Chuck.
We went to all your live shows.
We went to all your live shows.
And are currently subscribed to
shows.
And are currently subscribed to your podcast.
And are current subscribed to your show, to your podcast.
Current subscribed?
Yes.
Currently subscribed.
I'm, like, adding typos, like, so he kind of feels like we're dangerous.
No, he's going to think we're fucking idiots. And then say, we did not hear the ad aired for the Random Word podcast per our cross-promotional agreement. Let me type it. I'll type it.
No, I'll type it. We did not hear any ad promoting the Random Word podcast.
And put in parentheses, TM, trademark it.
Per our agreement, you said you would. We are currently seeking
legal
counsel regarding
our contract.
Breach of contract.
Oh, yeah.
Breach of
Crushing
contract.
it. Let's do it.
You have 24 hours to respond. Otherwise, we will rip your podcast to shreds to our listeners.
No, that actually sounds... Just say you have 24 hours.
Dude, it's a podcast. It's the Wild Wild West.
No, just say you have 24 hours.
That's it? Okay.
You know how much more intimidating that is?
All right.
So you have 24 hours before we write you an angry letter. That's what you say.
All right, I'm deleting.
All right, reread it. Okay, start from the top.
Okay. Hey, Chuck, we went to all your live shows and see current subscribe to your podcast.
You got to make those.
I'll edit in post. We did not hear any ad promoting the Random Word podcast. Per our agreement, you said you would. We are currently seeking legal counsel regarding this breach of contracts. You have 24 hours to respond.
Absolutely. Send.
All right.
Well, I mean, fix the errors.
Okay.
Hey, Chuck.
Live. I'll change it to live. No, I'm Chuck.
Oh, keep the Chuck, but then change it to live.
We are currently subscribed. We are current and...
Oh, isn't it Chad and Brad? I almost said combine their names. And
Chuck and Brad. All right. Sent.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Pilot House.
Warning shots have been fired.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Hey, I'd love to get in a podcast war. I mean, Are
you kidding me?
Oh,
dude.
Great.
Okay. First of all, what I think they're doing is they've only released 20 episodes.
Yeah.
And they have said that they've got 450. I only see like 12 on there.
We should say like episode 1,550.
We can play that game too, Chuck and Brad.
All right, Pilot House. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I got this.
All right,
I was thinking about this on my flight over because when I told you about that night where I got irresponsibly drunk and did things to our carpet.
I almost did some things to your carpet today.
I know, dude. I still taste it. My tummy hurts.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to order a whole pizza to eat.
So I tried to do this at their house. So we had drinks, dinner and drinks with a friend, with one of my old coworkers in Alexandria, and right around the time I was pretty drunk.
Yeah.
I asked if they had a deck of cards, and I tried to perform magic tricks that I didn't know how to do. Yes.
So magic tricks you did not know how to do. Okay.
Sort of. And the magic tricks only work specifically for a certain set of things, but I was just taking cards and being like, ta-da. And they said it was the funniest thing they've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think it would be hilarious if, like the show Drunk History, where you get you teach comedians for like 6 hours about something and then get them hammered.
Great show.
Drunk Magic. You get a bunch of amateur or professional magicians, super hammered,
Okay.
and go make them perform in front of like a large venue.
I think I like this.
I think it would be really funny. Like, and then they're trying not to explain the trick, or like they're getting heckled and they're just hammered trying to do magic. I think it would be really funny.
Especially because we're talking beyond just card tricks. We're talking about like
illusions.
Just
drunk.
Like all of those like quick change things and all that stuff. Like
yeah.
the guy's still wearing the same outfit when the thing comes down, the curtain comes down, all that sort of stuff. All right, I like that idea. You take some of like the most charismatic comedians, like the guy we watch on Magic for Humans. Like you take some of those big time guys, and you put them all. I like the idea.
I think it'd be pretty good.
Drunk magic.
We're gonna trademark that.
So my idea was based around.
Think it's better than Chuck and Brad's podcast?
Yes, 100%. No, you crushed it. So my idea is, so one of the things I was going to mention at the top of the show was, so I don't know, I don't think I told you this. So,
yeah. I was waiting for this. I got so fired up about the Disney transportation.
Abby and I, recently, we discovered that a man who went to Herndon High School is on the show Married at First Sight.
No.
It's a guy who you know. I'll say his name, don't worry, because it's on the show. It's not like I'm hiding it. So his name's Derek Sherman.
No.
Is on the show Married at First Sight, which is a show where
what channel?
Where what they do is I don't know what channel, but we ordered the whole season on Amazon.
Fantastic.
So here's how this works. The way the show works is you apply to the show. They narrow it down to like hundreds of people. This season is in DC, and they narrow it down to 100 people or so, and then they have to do questionnaires and all this surveys
all
and
the
stuff.
vetting.
They narrow it down even more, and eventually they end up with 5 men and 5 women, and then they end up pairing those people, and they have to get married, and they don't see each other until the day of the wedding. They don't see each other. They don't talk to each other till the day of the wedding.
Do they know like the names of the person
They don't know anything until the wedding day. So the way the show works is...
Get out of here.
So Derek Sherman went to high school with us.
Yes.
He's a year older than us. So we've been watching that show. There's only been 3 episodes so far for this season. But you got to watch it. It's insane. So he got picked, and he's one of the 5 couples.
So... Oh my God.
And the girl he got matched with, I think she's from Alexandria or something like that. I forget her name, but it's called Married at First Sight. That's the show. It's a real show. That's him. So I don't think he's allowed to post anything on social media about the show. He's only posted like teasers like, guys, I did something crazy and stuff like that, probably till all the episodes air. But he's
a cybersecurity software engineer?
Yes.
Collins Aerospace?
Yeah. So this is real. So my idea for a show. So we've been watching that show, which is going on right now. My idea was a show as
Big
a show.
things coming this summer.
Yes, that was it. So here's my idea. So I like that concept, Married at First Sight. But what you do is instead of marriage, the idea is best friends. But there's a twist. I'll tell you the twist.
Okay.
So we're talking about people that are kind of lonely. They don't like, you know, the whatever the Paul Rudd movie was where he was, and Jason Segel, where they were like looking for best friends and stuff, and they became best friends. God, what's the freaking name? I don't remember. But we're slapping to bass, that movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So where he was going to get married.
That's where I got my nickname in cheerleading. They called me Jobin.
Yeah, because he was getting married and he didn't have any guy friends.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So you're a dude, you're in a new or a girl, you're in a new city, you don't have many friends. You apply to the show and you take the survey. So it's similar to Married at First Sight. You take the survey, but here's the twist. They match you with the polar opposite.
Oh, that's good. I like that, actually.
So what they do is you go in thinking that they're going to match you with a best friend, and here's the way the show's designed is when they match you with somebody, they set up all these events that you have to go to with them, like go to a concert, go to a baseball game, like all this stuff.
Maybe wait in the airport with.
Exactly. Like all these like life types of events, and you have to do them. And you are going in thinking they're going to match me with my perfect friend match.
And they
but
just
really
do that annoys
opposite.
You. I actually like that a lot.
So it's friends at first sight. And so, but the whole thing is structured around this twist at the end of the show.
I keep getting hit with the aftertaste.
Because think about this. Think about all the people in your life that you've met where you've been like, there's no way I would
ever be
friends with that person. People you work with. Sometimes you like...
just
like,
people you
like
know.
If you've ever been friends with somebody and like their significant other is like somebody where you're like, oh God, like I could not like hang out with that person.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that. Like outside of that setting, or like I would never
I know
be
exactly
friends with that
what
person.
You're talking about.
Who? Who am I talking? Do you know like somebody specifically?
I was just kidding.
Okay. I was like, are you talking about me? No, but like it happens.
I think that'd be funny, yeah, because like it would literally be like the entire time they're telling them this is like your basically soulmate,
like
best
your
friend.
non-sexual soulmate. Like this is somebody that
this is like a partner in crime for you, and then you're showing up, and then they just do after the questionnaires like they have the most fucking annoying
and the thing is,
habits.
you have to go to the places that because you signed up to do the show. You have to do the thing. So like
you
they'll
just
put
hate
you in
them
like
by the end of it.
Put them in. They put you in like an escape room, and like it's you and this person you hate and all that
An
stuff.
escape room, would be super great.
Exactly, like those types of scenarios where it's something where like you're kind of stuck and like you can't really get out of it. Escape room. Like a 2-hour.
It would be an escape room with like a 24-hour time limit.
Yeah.
So like you're
something
forced
crazy
to actually like okay. I actually really like that.
But you go in thinking you're going for something else. So yeah, Friends at First Sight. That's my Pilot House idea.
I do liked it a lot. I had like a periphery idea on the plane flight over where it was like I kept seeing all these ads for like it's basically like Jersey Shore but in Florida.
Yeah, Siesta Key. That's where we vacation.
Okay, yeah, but then there's like and all that stuff, and I was like, they have all the drama and like I'm sure most of it's probably scripted, but it's like Jersey Shore style. But like, do any one of those shows and then insert a completely normal or introverted random roommate
like with the people in
the
house.
So like they're just fighting and drinking, and this person.
There's somebody who's like an IT professional, like they have to go to work,
and
like
this person's just like sitting in the corner being like, God damn it, like, and they signed a lease for like an entire year, and they're just like
it's just the roommate of the people,
and like they'll like walk in at odd hours of the night, try to make food, and there's broken dishes everywhere. People like cops are here, and they're just
that's pretty good.
Guys, I gotta go to work.
Yeah,
come on.
No, I like that idea
the entire
a lot.
time, and then like they'll interview him, like if they do the separate sit downs, like they did in The Office and stuff. It'll just be like, oh, dude, I don't know what she was even thinking. She's insane, and then it just pans to the other roommate, and he's in the room, and he's just like. I
haven't slept in 3 days. Like they're so loud.
There's 3 months until this lease is up, and I'm never.
I'm never doing this ever again. But the whole thing, the twist is like he gets to pay like a fourth of what he'd normally pay for like an apartment or something like that.
Super cheap, yeah.
But he has to live with these people that are partying,
and they drag him out to all the parties, and he's just like sitting there, and they'll do the interviews, and he's like, I don't like this at all.
It's like the reluctant Jersey Shore type.
I think it'd be kind of funny.
I like that too. Yeah.
All right.
What do we got here? Oh, is there
perfect timing? Got it. Hold on. Blow the dust off the phone. Hello, Random Word Podcast.
Is it Beans? Is it the Jelly Bean people?
Hello, this is Jelly Belly. You,
so we heard you
illegally interviewed one of our workers.
We didn't illegally because I said we're live to tape. That's the key. If you say you gotta let them know you're being recorded.
I mean, that guy had no fucking idea what he was expecting. He actually thought about it. He was like, "Whoa, we could."
Honestly, again, that guy probably gets no calls. So that was the most entertaining thing for us. I'm surprised they answered. It's 6:38 p.m.
I know, right?
Maybe they're West Coast. I don't know what the Jelly Belly Factory does. But it's this call center. Best way to get in touch with the show, the randomwordblog@gmail.com is the way to get in touch with us. And you can ask us questions, tell us stories, ask for life advice. We're happy to, to answer anything, really. And so feel free to email. I'm just double checking to see if any late entries to the emails.
I put the cutoff like a couple days ago, so there might be a few that's floating around. In the meantime, we have Bradley. He's 24. Subject line, ripped off. Question. So I was working at Costco. Oh, Costco is the best place.
Magical place, yeah.
God, I'm loose and wild with these F-bombs.
Oh, no.
This is like the Wild West over here. I'm just firing them off.
There's so many beeps this episode. I'm going to be editing this to like 11:30.
I guarantee you're going to miss half of them.
No chance.
So I was working at Costco, and I'm manning the checkout line. However, when I bent down to grab something, my pants ripped wide open in the back.
Is this Nick Guzak?
Dude, I've been there. I sat in a chair for like the entire shift at work one time. I had a lot of customers drop things or need additional bags from below the counter. How can I avoid showing them my underwear but still help them in the future?
In the future, so like, but just for this specific
probably
scenario.
already happened. Yeah. So how would we tackle this?
And that sort of thing. So you said you've gone through this before.
So I have, but luckily I was sitting down and I literally wheeled around in the chair and I took the elevator to go to different things. Because like when I say it was ripped in the back, it was literally like absolutely decimated. It looked like tattered remains of what were once pants in the back.
So I feel like with this sort of thing, you got to decide what's worse. Either people seeing your rip or people seeing like your shirtless body. Because what you could do is take your shirt off, tie it around your waist like a sweatshirt.
Okay.
And you could just be like, God, it's so hot in here. I'm sorry, I got to do this, but it's just so hot in here. And then they're like, so it's really what is worse? Do you want them to see your underwear or are you shirtless?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could probably like.
I mean, he's in a Costco. He could easily go to the section with like staplers or pins or something like that and pin it up.
Yeah, but like I guess.
How do you get to that section though without people seeing? That's the problem.
True. And how do I avoid showing them my underwear but still help them? So like if they're like, hey, can you grab me an extra bag from below there?
Yeah.
And you have to physically turn around and do that. What I would probably do is I would probably scream and point and say like, that man is running
a grizzly
away.
bear.
Yeah, or that man is a grizzly bear. And
people would look.
They turn around and you grab the bag and then move on. I mean, what you can also do is maybe just...
Or you tie the bag around your waist.
What you should probably do is probably just take off all of your clothes.
All your clothes. And
just be nude from the waist down.
Yeah.
And that way, if they look, they're a pervert.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like behind the counter.
They could be arrested.
Yeah.
They could be arrested. You could be like, nobody look at me. If you do, you'll be arrested. And they'll be like, all right, we won't look at you.
And you could just be like, and they'll be like, your pants are not on. And you'd be like, what are you talking about? And then you look down and be like, it's a bad dream. And then you run out.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm sleepwalking again. Damn it. And then you sprint out. Or what you do is you fake a fall. And then you like, oh, I can't get up. Like I slipped, and I can't get up, and you like you're only on your back, and you're like, please, because even when they put you on the stretcher, like you'll still be on your back, so still nobody will see your underwear. Now it will probably be a big bill for the emergency room stuff, but at the same time, again, is it worth it?
You could lie down on the conveyor belt that the groceries ride, and then you just use the button and you slide back and forth,
That's not a bad idea. Yeah,
and. I don't know.
I've always wanted... So the thing is, I never see the button that they press.
I honestly have no idea how it's operated.
Because like
there's a button for some stuff.
They're like magicians because like they'll do it so casually. Because
it's watch
you'll stack up all your groceries. They'll be like,
they're like, watch this hand while the other one works in the shadows.
And you'll be like, oh, everything's moving, and you'll be like, where'd your hands go?
Because before I used to think it was like a sensor thing, so it would keep moving until something crossed the line.
Automatic. Yeah.
So I would stagger the groceries out to be like,
you look like a moron.
Let's go, motherfucker. And and then they're just kind of, it literally is, it's sleight of hand. I think the world's greatest magicians started as cashiers.
That's true. It is all sleight of hand. No, it's impressive.
I mean, I stole a million things from Hallmark.
I know you did. But yeah, all right. So that's good. Oh, last one here. Aurora, 20 or 32 rather. Panic at Panera. I went to Panera Bread Company. I'm glad she added the company part. CO, period. And honestly, I probably go there upwards of 3 times a week when I have long shifts at work.
It's pretty long. Wait, not pretty long. That's a lot of times to go to Panera, right?
That's too many.
I'm just
Panera.
also not a
Panera's
Panera
hospital
guy.
food. It's elevated hospital food. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
It's not good.
Listen,
it's not
Panera
good.
is elevated hospital food.
It's not
it
good.
Literally comes in a. When someone like Ashley and Brittany love
the bread's
Panera,
not great.
There's like, do you want to go to Panera?
No.
There's like 2 things I order at Panera.
Yeah.
God, again with
grilled cheese.
Once it starts,
I don't know.
I'm just like,
Are you Robert De Niro?
So like the only things I order is a bread bowl.
Yeah.
With chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Or mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
And call it a day.
Yeah. Or grilled cheese. What you do is you get grilled cheese and mac and cheese, and you put the mac and cheese inside
the grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I tried that, and then or you could even get tomato soup and
I haven't
dip
had
it.
Panera in like 3 years. There's no interest.
I just like whenever someone volunteers like Panera, I literally inside go, oh man.
No, it's
great.
It's not great. So she goes to Panera a lot when she has long shifts at work. Lately, the cashier, instead of saying have a good day or take care, like they do with everyone in front of me, they are now looking at me and saying, see you soon.
Oh, God.
What does this mean?
That's the worst.
Should I stop going there? I feel like if I go back, I'll be playing right into their hands.
I mean, they literally they've talked about you enough where it's
You're
like
known as Panera Girl.
Panera Girl, or like the bread lady. Maybe you ask
Aurora,
for extra
I think
bread.
That's a girl.
Well, we're not gonna assume genders.
True.
Could be non-binary. We don't know.
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
It's
Yeah.
2020.
She, they,
Where's
him.
the times? They, him, him, her, whatever
We're not
pronoun.
making fun of that. Please don't cancel
whatever
us.
pronoun you
We
want.
really like this podcast. We'd like to not be canceled. Nobody listens to this point anyways.
No,
We're at
they
like
don't.
an hour and a half. You think anybody...
Well, it's a longer...
What's the chance that one person who's like socially conscious is listening to this show through 90 minutes
It's
and
funny
is
'cause
like,
we-
I'm going to cancel these
Because we
guys.
make an effort to do this, but in reality, who's really listening?
Nobody. My dad, because he's working in the garage right now. he puts on the show while he's like working in the garage. The garage
he
has
work
been
on cars that often?
No, not cars.
What's he doing in the garage?
So they've been trying to clean the garage for 25 years, and they've
for 5 minutes.
I'm convinced
every
my dad
day.
just does that because when he like just doesn't feel like doing anything else, he'll just be like, "I'm gonna go work on the garage," and then what he'll do is just put the podcast on the speaker, and I think he just kind of moves
put it
things
around back and forth.
exactly.
That's amazing.
For like 90 minutes.
That's
and
probably
listens
what
to
he
the
has to do
show.
because, like, other than that, it's like he spends 5 minutes every day in the garage, and some things pile up that take longer than 5 minutes.
The garage has never been cleaned my entire life. Last time it was clean, I was
That's the
12
best
years
thing.
old.
I'm just gonna start saying that if I need to do something, I gotta go clean the garage.
Yeah, I gotta go clean the
You know,
garage.
I'm gonna take care of the garage. I'm gonna go work on a project.
Because no one's gonna actually check to see what you're doing.
No, because they don't. Because the garage is a little colder.
My dad will always say he's cleaning the garage or cleaning the basement, and neither have been cleaned my entire life.
Yeah.
So it's just never gonna happen.
Anyway, Panera Bread Co. See you soon. That
Yeah.
sucks. That sucks because like there's one thing if it was like, hey, I'll see you again, or I hope to see you around.
Yeah.
But they said definitively,
See
you
you
will
soon.
be back.
Yeah, that's not good.
You will eat this food.
You've been marked.
You
basically.
have you've been marked by Panera.
Yeah, you got to either go to a different Panera, even if it's a little further away, or you got to just stop going.
Yeah, it's either that or you show up with different food and eat it there. And then be like,
You got to
hey,
change up your order.
Yeah.
I think at that point because
They've
it's
all got
embarrassing.
they've all got nicknames for you at some point, and you're no longer a regular because they haven't asked you if you want the usual. All they've said is "see you soon."
Speaking of the usual, another Sandwich Thursday again today.
Nice.
Got the usual.
With the weird onion sandwich? They call you Onion
No,
Boy, right?
I finally started asking. Like about 6 months ago, I started saying, "Hold the onions." And
wow.
so they
she
don't
probably
put the onions
looked at
on
you
there.
sideways.
It was an adjustment period. It took a couple weeks, but now the weird thing is so the lady, they're super nice there, but they'll kind of decide on their own whether or not they gave you enough fries.
Oh, that's the worst.
So
some days are better than others.
Well, it's one of those things like I'm fine with whatever amount of fries they give me. Like I don't care. Like,
are you sure though?
Yes, but the problem is so like today she gave me a small portion of fries, but I was like, this is fine. Like I don't need that much more than this. She comes over with a whole nother plate of fries and starts. And I thought so. Sometimes she'll do that and she'll like lay the plate on the table and like all of us will like divide them up or whatever. She starts taking the plate and pouring the fries like on my plate and Ricky's plate and like back and forth. She didn't just pour like half and half. She did like quarters. She did like a quarter on mine, a quarter on Ricky's, a quarter on mine.
She's being real exact.
And like he and I are like almost
Great British Bake Off.
We're like laughing, but we're like trying not to laugh because like we're not trying to like embarrass her. But it was like
you're getting free fries.
We don't need this many fries though because we're almost done with lunch and like now we have all these fries.
Partway towards the end. Oh.
Exactly, and it was like, well, I don't
I would crawl up in a hole and
like
die.
diet wise, we were like, well, we both don't need this other fries, but also we don't want to. We're not going to just throw them all away because we don't want to embarrass her. But it was like this is so unnecessary. She's just pouring fries, like and they're like falling on my lap, and I'm just like, it's like a mountain of fries on my plate. The sandwich was done. I ate the sandwich at that point.
Well, at least they don't call you Onion Boy anymore.
They don't.
That's a step up.
I'm not Onion Boy anymore.
What's your order again?
I go the usual. I haven't said the order in a long time, in like years. It's called chicken, steak, and cheese, but it's not steak. There's no steak, but it's a chance.
Then why would they?
No.
Oh, first of all, no.
Because listen.
No, you stop.
You
listen.
stop.
You stop.
You stop.
You go call something chicken, steak, and cheese.
What they. No.
If there's no steak
because
in it.
it's designed like a steak and cheese sandwich, but it's chopped chicken instead of chopped steak.
No, it doesn't work. Then it's just a chicken and cheese
I
sandwich.
didn't name it.
I understand that.
I didn't name it.
But you should never call it that name.
Okay, well, that's what it says on the board.
The first thing I would do, chicken, steak, and cheese. One, that sounds amazing. If I opened it and went,
I mean, it would be great if there was steak in there.
Yeah.
But
Are you
they don't
kidding
even
me?
serve steak.
I don't call it a Philly cheesesteak chicken and just replace the cheesesteak with chicken.
I guess.
It's the same premise.
And I get it with lettuce, mayo, tomato.
No onions now.
No onions. And that's it. I think it's lettuce, cheese, tomato, and mayo.
What a freak.
It's great, but it's chopped up pieces of chicken like a steak and cheese. So we're all on the same page over there. I mean, you're not on the same page because you haven't gone there. But hey, maybe on a Friday you could feel free to stop by the
spaghetti filet mignon and leave out the spaghetti.
No, those are not the same thing.
No, it's the same
And then
thing.
Ricky gets it differently, and then Matt just gets fries.
What do you mean Ricky gets it differently?
He gets it like with
he
like
gets
peppers
the chicken
and stuff.
cheese sandwich too?
He gets like peppers and stuff like that on it, and I don't.
But on the same sandwich.
Same sandwich. He and I get the same sandwich, but with
And
a
then
little
what's
additions.
What's this other Bubba?
And then Matt just gets fries. He doesn't eat sandwiches because he doesn't like things with texture. That's what he says. It's the whole thing. We could honestly interview him for the show. He listens to the show on YouTube.
Does he? All right, hey, Matt. Hey, Matt, you want to come on the show?
Oh, I thought you said I hate Matt.
No.
Yeah, I'd love to
Hey,
have
Matt, I got a lot of questions for you, my man.
God, we need to do a phone interview with Matt. I'll talk to him about it. Problem is so he only listens
Is
to
it
this
all
show.
sandwiches, or is it just...
No, they have a bunch of stuff.
Because that's like a pretty... Like, Matt, listen to me, Matt. That's like a... You're kind of signing a blank check there. Like,
Yeah.
are all f***ing sandwiches off the table?
Yes. No, he does. He said he hasn't had a sandwich since the third grade.
It's the third grade, Matt?
Or something like that, yeah.
Well, did you just get burned by a PB&J one day?
I don't know, man. He doesn't
Too
like
much
things with
PB,
texture.
not enough J? Maybe there was just no PB&J.
So he listens to the show, but he refuses to download the podcast.
So
He'll
he
only
he's
listen
not
on
adding
YouTube.
to our podcast
I tell him
numbers.
that all the time. He says he like doesn't want the storage on his phone. I'm like, but Matt, you don't have anything on your phone, so like
You also can just
it's fine.
stream it online.
Yeah, and when I said you can delete it after,
And you can actually close the app,
Yeah.
and it will still play, unlike
but
YouTube.
He only
they need
listens,
to fix that.
He only listens to YouTube.
All right, Matt. Well, I appreciate the download. If you would be open to maybe, if you could just voice record Matt, maybe do a voice memo.
I don't know. I feel like we could get him on the phone.
Yeah, explain your stance
I'll
on
talk
sandwiches.
to him. I'll talk to him.
Why don't you-
He listened to the show. He might be listening right now. So Matt, we appreciate the listen
Would
on
he
YouTube.
listen all the
that
way to
means
the end?
nothing. Yeah. At
Nice.
work.
There aren't a lot of people that listen to the end. This has been an extra long show,
It's
but I
good,
feel
though.
like it's
I
to
like
make it up for.
we haven't done the show for. We're the laziest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
That's fine though. So
Well, we
next
don't get
week,
paid.
No, exactly. Next week, everybody, Bad Book Club is coming back. Yes, it is coming back.
Get your books.
I told
Get
you
your
what to do
highlighters,
last
take your
episode.
notes, yep. It is free. You go to the Kindle. So if you're doing this on your phone, which 99%.
So if you had listened
will
to
be.
the clip I've released, I told the instructions on how to do this.
Did
so,
you?
Yes.
Because
so tell people
Mandy
to
said
just-
it wasn't clear because Mandy thought the book cost money.
No, Mandy, because Mandy didn't listen to the last week's episode
Ooh,
where I did a 5-minute
shots
thing.
fired. Interesting.
Listen to the 5-minute thing from last episode, and you will get all the instructions you need. No more than that. Just do that. Trust me, it has all the instructions.
All right, I haven't listened to it, so I can't
Okay.
tell them to trust you.
That's
You
good.
understand that, right? Because I can't put
understand.
my reputation on the line.
I understand, but trust me. I told them the
I
instructions.
just said I can't trust you.
You have to trust me. No, I told him. Why am I holding my phone upside
You're
down?
bean boozling
It's
me
hard.
right now.
It's hard to tell. No,
Are you gonna take another? Oh yeah, I'm not videotaping you.
I'm double checking because I did release that episode, right? So remember, special show announcement. We wanted to bring back segments like.
Are you gonna play this whole thing?
So
Huh?
here we go. This one. Once a month, you'll be getting a Bad Book Club, its own thing, its own episode underneath this feed. So that starts in a couple weeks. So here's how this works, if you recall. So the book we will be reading. There you go. That's a little teaser. Now you got to go listen to that. Go download that, and we'll tell you what happens. Or we'll tell you what to do on that recording. So, Bad Book Club next week. So what we're gonna do is, so next week you will not get a Random Word Podcast regular episode. You will get the Bad Book Club. Should be probably around an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see what ends up going. We're gonna do about like half the book or something like that. So read like 5 or 6 chapters, and you'll read up enough. And it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited because again, people love the Bad Book Club, so I am excited for that. Any final thoughts here?
No, I don't remember how we closed out the show. We also didn't open the show the
I
way
know
we normally do.
Yeah, I was like, we have too much to talk about. I was like, we can't bullshit around with
Tell
those
you what,
stupid
we'll just-
games.
Tell you what, edit this in post.
Yeah.
Her? I barely know her. Put in whatever you want there.
But like, I can't edit it in post if it doesn't exist.
Yes, you can. You say the word and put it in.
Okay, so Ring Tower.
No, but so cut that out what you just said.
Sure.
And we'll try this again. So you just said, say it again.
Ring Tower.
Her? I barely know her. So it'll be your voice saying Ring Tower.
Ring Tower. Barely know her.
No, but then I would say the barely know her.
I know. No, I know. I was like making an example of what it would have possibly
Okay, so
sound like.
you'd say Ring Tower. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Barely know her. So I'll cut that part. Where you
I
say-
barely know her.
I barely know anybody.
Take me to dinner first.
I have dementia. I can't remember a
Put
thing.
that in your lunchbox.
Yeah, inside that lunchbox, put your f***ing jelly beans.
Dude, those are so bad.
I'm gonna be sick. All right, next week, Bad Book Club. Follow us on Instagram, please. RWP Bad Book Club.
Sayonara.
Oh
Right?
wait, no,
Oh.
I say sayonara.
Right. I'm Chet
Jesus
Morningstar.
Christ, you forget everything. That's Chet Morningstar. I'm Chip Daly. That is Salty Dalton. I am Ben, the Random Word Podcast. Also, real quick, rate us. God, I use the F word so much.
Dude, it's once it starts,
rate and
it's
review.
loosey goosey.
Rate and review on iTunes, people. Please, we need that because the downloads have been crazy. But
Hey,
the
if you
reviews
want
never
us to
help
beat the Chuck and Chuck
Chuck and Larry podcast.
Chuck and Larry.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Screw those guys. We started a war. I sent that email. We started
Send
a war.
an email. Let's go.
All right, people. Sayonara, my sweet suckers.
We outie.